morning all, it's a lovely Sunday. Oh, am I being joined by my assistant allotmenteer? Nah, slacking off on the job as usual. What a surprise. Comes to a belly rub and then she doesn't even help out. Can't get the staff these days. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, lovely Sunday today. Although the sun's just gone in now I've said that. Some sad news from the beans. Well, good and sad news. The Scarlet Emperors that I've put in, both of those have come up, which is really good. And the two miscellaneous beans that Tom and Sylvia gave me, they're doing great. They're spiralling their way up. But pretty much the other three enormous have died. That one's gone. Then we've got that one at the back right. The one on the back left is just about hanging on. It's got quite a bit of greenery at the top, so hopefully that'll do okay. But that's pretty disappointing. I've always had such good luck with enormous growing them in the flat, but I guess, if they're on a balcony, they're happy. Luckily, I've got the two Scarlet Emperors there, so I might try and transplant them across. Alternatively, I did also start some off inside. So there's one, and then there's the other one that's in the flat. So I might transplant one of them there, and then plant that one across. So then I'll have 4 runner beans in the corner, and if one of them doesn't take, then I've got more seed and I've got the one in the flat. I've got the one chard in here that's just about hanging on. I mean, it's so small, but it is growing. I think something has been having a nibble of the leaves and that's stunted it, but hopefully it'll start to get going. I did have another 3 chard, one of them's still at the flat, but they haven't done very well either. I mean, they have grown, but they're just so flimsy. The plan was to pop them sort of at equal intervals along there, just to the left of the carrots, which, as you can see, are doing quite well, with a gap for me to walk between them and the spring onions. So hopefully they'll take, but I'm not really holding out hope for them because they're so sad. This is so weedy, but they are an overwintering veg, I think. So if it takes some while to get going, then it's not the end of the world. So we've moved one across to there. Planted one in at the back. And we have the old chard. And the 2 new chard. They're not very big. I don't know whether they'll need little cloches or whether they'll be fine on their own. Hopefully they can just look after themselves. And then if they work okay, I can move the last chard out and pop it in the gap. Speaking of carrots, I also have these early nonce too. As a birthday present, my mum got me a subscription to Grow Your Own magazine, which comes with seeds, which is pretty cool. And these, unlike the nonce 5 and the cosmic purple, you can harvest these until December, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how much room there is really underneath the cloche. I had sown some of the nonce 5 between the 2 established rows, and I want to keep them covered obviously for the carrot root fly, and then that's the only part of the bed that's been riddled, so I don't know, maybe I can squeeze some there. I have had to move the fleece covering, unfortunately. It was at the edge going over, but it just kept ripping. I think just because the boards and the little posts and everything were just ripping through it, and obviously that's not very good if you want to keep the root fly out. So I'm not sure whether that means there'll actually be a bit more room. Maybe I can sort of pull the fleece to the left and plant some there, or maybe I'll just even take out the nonce 5 carrots in the middle and pop some of the nonce 2 in. Decisions. I accidentally knocked this out when I was having a weed around the carrots. It's definitely purple. Don't know what colour cosmic purple is, but definitely purple. And definitely orange inside. Tastes like a carrot. A little bit bitter, I think, compared to most. Whether that's just because it's a bit small and needs to beef up, I'm not sure, but definitely a carrot. The radishes that I popped in between the onions seem to be doing well. Hopefully they won't be getting eaten by those root fly larvae. And speaking of radishes and seeds from Grow Your Own magazine, I've also got some more. Well, these ones are Flamboyant 3, if it would focus. There we go. Flamboyant 3. The other ones were Lucia or Lucia, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. So I'll sow some of these in the gap. That should be a bit different from the others, bit of variety, never hurt anyone. Boom. Sad news, yet more of my strawberries have disappeared, and I'm sure that the little white feathers in the bed have got absolutely nothing to do with it. It's annoying, I didn't come up on Tuesday, so it was about 4 days between visits, and I guess they were taken at some point then. Because they were so green, I thought, oh, they're not ripe, no one will take them, but evidently that was a mistake. I'd say lesson learned, but I said that last time some of them went, so it looks like there might be some more coming there. I mean, there are none that are very big. So my plan is, for these ones, I'll pop a lid over those today. So even if they're far too small, there's some more here. Even if they're far too small really to be of much interest, at least they'll be protected for a bit. Change of plan, the strawberries have been fleeced rather than closhed because I just didn't have enough of those little plastic tubs to pop over them, and some of the plants are actually quite big, not many of them but a few. The strawberries that are on, I mean they're tiny, I don't think they're really going to do a great deal, but hopefully this will protect them a bit better than having just the netting on from those pigeons. And this fleece wasn't in much better condition than the other one. I mean, okay, it hasn't completely disintegrated. It was from the lettuces over there, but still quite bad. It's, I don't know, I mean, I guess you get what you pay for if you get Wilco's fleece, but I was hoping to get another season out of it, but oh well, at least hopefully it'll have a second life protecting the straws. I thought there was a lot of fleece floating around, and I guess this is why. This bit is just completely disintegrated. I guess maybe it's because I just rolled it up and left it here, and in the rain and the heat and everything it's just broken down. I mean, you've got ones like that and that's fine, and the one rolled up by the big lettuces is okay. So this is a bit annoying. This will definitely take some cleaning up. Oh well, lesson learnt, don't leave scrunched up fleece around, it'll just turn into fuzz. Ugh, hope this isn't something I should be worried about. The brassicas are definitely in need of weeding, which Rini is doing because I have a cunning plan for what's going to go in there when the weeds are out. The good news, sorry traffic, is that it looks like my squishing of all of those black fly aphids wherever they were seems to have worked, touch wood, but the Romanesco looks a lot happier in the middle, and they're still fairly vigorous plants. That one's looking a bit sad. But hopefully keep on top of the black fly and they'll be doing a lot better. There is, you see it there, a ladybird. There's quite a few of them around. I'll have to try and get them on. Hey, come here. Go on, go on. Oh dear. Hopefully they'll be happy there. Now that we're more or less weed free, it's time for, you can hear it coming, more seeds. This time beetroot, this one, the stripy ones. So there's plenty of room for them to go in, and given that these are the sprouting broccoli that are going to overwinter, they're not going to be bothered by a bit of beetroot growing around them. I think I'll try and successional sow them this time instead of just doing a huge batch. So maybe I'll do a little row here, and then maybe in, I don't know, 2-4 weeks or something, I'll do another row back there. It's a bit too difficult to get underneath where the squash are, unfortunately, so I think I'll concentrate on sowing them round here. Plus I don't actually eat a huge amount of beetroot anyway, so it's not like I need to keep huge numbers coming all the time, but I never say no to a little bit, especially as they're so cute and stripy. I think I've eaten some like this before, and I don't think it actually kept stripes after cooking, but at least while you're preparing it, it looks pretty funky. Good news on the courgette front. While that one's still a bit small, it was bigger, but it had loads of mildew, so I thought it was best to take those leaves off. On the big one, which is very big, we do have a wee little courgette. I think that's the first of the, I'm sorry, Bee. I think that's the first of the female flowers. All the other ones, I think, are male. They don't seem to be developing any little baby courgettes. Well, that's pretty exciting. Hopefully that'll do okay. That flower's looking a bit sad. There was a snail in the middle of the flower earlier on, so hopefully they're not going to get chomped too much. And speaking of similar, I've also got this lovely, I can never pronounce it properly, tromboncino from Carly, who visited the plot the other day. So thanks for that, Carly. Hopefully that should just trail through there, through the gaps past the courgettes and the patty pan. There's also another one. Oh, another two rather here. I didn't get around to putting them out, so they're just in the grow house. And she gave me a couple of courgettes, one of which seems to have been nibbled and eaten, even though it was safely in here, which was a bit strange, but oh well, hopefully at least I'll get one going. The lettuces did really well in the heat, but unfortunately they've also started to bolt quite badly. They're turning into little sort of Christmas trees. I've taken the tips out of a few of them. Hopefully that'll slow them down. I'm thinking of leaving at least a couple to go to seed so I can collect that for next year, because they've done so well that it'd be nice to have the same. Unfortunately it's done the same with the spinach as well, which is a bit of a shame. I'll have to sow some fresh of those. The palmains, on the other hand, they're looking okay. I guess maybe because they were so small that they just haven't been particularly affected, so that's something. And the boltardy, the beetroot, has lived up to its name and is just growing along fine, I think. Some of these will be ready to harvest soon. It's a bit hard to tell quite how deep they go down, but there's definitely small beetroots, so maybe in a couple of weeks. Have to get looking for some nice beetroot recipes for them. Why is it that you can sow coriander and it never germinates, that you can buy it from the supermarket and the plant immediately dies, and then you just have some growing out of the path? Like, not even in the bed, just out of the path. Why are you doing this? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm very confused.